Welcome back. We are 48 days away from the International Yoga Day. Today we explore Bhakti Yoga as talked of by Krishna in Bhagavad Gita in chapter 12 of Bhakti Yoga. Who is a Bhakt? What is Bhakti? And what is Bhakti Yoga? Let's explore and let's also understand what Krishna has to say about Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti is the loving devotion to the spiritual being, the supreme being, which leads to liberation and spiritual realization. And who is a Bhakt? Bhakt is the one who has extreme devotion, love, and attachment with his God. So what is Bhakti Yoga? The Bhakti of a Bhakta, which leads to the union of the Bhakt with his divine source or the chosen God, is called Bhakti Yoga. And Krishna says his Bhakts are most dear to him. In the verse 1, Arjuna inquires and Krishna answers. Arjuna has a simple question to ask. He says, who are most dear to you? Who meditate on the unmanifested or who show steadfast devotion and worship you? So Arjuna's question is, who is greater? The devotee who worships God with form, the Sagun, or the one who meditates on the formless, Nirgun Brahman? And what Krishna has to say? He says, those who fix their minds on me with unwavering devotion, they are the best yogis. In verse 3 and 4, he goes on to say that while the path of devotion to his personal form is more accessible, those who choose to meditate upon the unmanifest, the formless aspect of the divine Brahman also reach him. However, the path requires sense control, which is mastery over one's senses to prevent distractions. Equanimity, which means maintaining a balanced mind in all the situations. And having universal compassion, which means rejoicing in the welfare of all beings. So we learn something here. Krishna is telling us whether you bow before a murti or you meditate on pure light, it's your intention and not the outer ritual that draws you closer to the divine. But he does tell us that meditating on the formless is challenging for embodied beings. We human beings are looking at everything from this physical aspect, so it becomes a little difficult to concentrate on the formless. How excellence in Bhakti Yoga is arrived at? In verse 6 and 7, Krishna says, those who think of me as their only refuge, as their savior, I lift them from the ocean of suffering. And he advises, fix your mind and intellect on me alone. Thus you shall dwell in me without doubt. He assures us that when we surrender wholeheartedly, he becomes our support, our strength, and our savior. In our daily life, in the moments of anxiety, fatigue, decision fatigue, and emotional turmoil, when we let go of our need to control and simply trust the divine, peace flows in. Now Krishna goes further and says that if you are not able to concentrate on Sagun or Nirgun form, there are more ways to practice to reach me, the divine. Ath chittam samadhatum na shaknoshi mai sthiram abhyasah yogen tato mam ichhaptum dhananjay. Krishna goes further and tells Arjuna, if you're not able to fix the mind firmly in me, then desire to reach me by the yoga of constant practice, abhyas. Practice constantly and fix the mind in me. He further says, if practicing meditation on me is difficult, engage in actions dedicated to me. If you cannot act solely for me, then renounce the fruits of your actions. Renunciation of the fruits of action leads to peace, which is superior to mere knowledge or meditation. So Krishna is showing us so many paths to reach him. In verses 9 to 11, he says, if you can't fix your mind on me, practice. If you can't practice, work for me. If you cannot work for me, then offer the fruits of your actions to me. So he is not a perfectionist. He is not demanding perfection. He is offering steps. Meditate on me. If not, then practice. If not, work in my name. At least let go of the results. Karmannaivaadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadach. So Krishna is telling us that bhakti is not a rigid path. It's not something which has to be very staunch. It's personal, it's flexible, and supreme is forgiving and improving and becoming better and focusing the attention in Him, the Divine, who will steer the human beings who focus on Him, pay their attention on Him through this world of Maya. Krishna goes one step ahead and tells Arjuna the qualities of a true Bhakta or devotee. He says, he who is free from malice, friendly, compassionate, forgiving, content, self-controlled, and steadfast in devotion is the one who is a real and true devotee. Then he also says, neither agitating the world nor agitated by it, free from joy, envy, fear, and anxiety, detached, pure, capable, indifferent to the problems, untroubled, and renouncing all undertakings. There are more qualities of a Bhakta. He or she is unperturbed by honor or dishonor, heat or cold, pleasure or pain, free from attachment. A Bhakt is equanimous towards friend and enemy, silent, content with anything, and firm in mind and devoted to Krishna himself. And Krishna summarizes by saying, those who follow this immortal path of devotion with faith, making me the supreme goal, are exceedingly dear to me. Lord Krishna is giving us spiritual mirror, the heart set of a true devotee, kind, forgiving, and ego-free, steady in joy, free from hatred and enemy, silent, content, detached from possessions, equal in honor and insult, pleasure and pain. So if a mother cooks with love, a teacher who uplifts students, a worker who does his job honestly, a father who loves his children without expectations. When actions are done with devotion, every act becomes yoga. Bhakti isn't blind belief, it's emotional alignment with the true higher self. Bhakti isn't blind belief, it's an emotional alignment with the higher divine truth. And if it is Krishna, he is going to steer you. If it is the divine light, We may have problems, but we'll still reach. So how can bhakti be used or employed in everyday life? Begin your day with a small prayer or gratitude. Dedicate your work to something higher, family, God, for the greater good, kindness, serving the others. Serve without expecting anything in return. That will detach you from anxiety. Practice compassion. Have Maitri, Mudita and Karuna Bhav. Stay unshaken during challenges. So breathe in peace, close your eyes and whisper in your heart, I surrender, I trust, I love, I serve. Bhakti is about connection, not just about God. Bhakti is a worship, it's a connection. It's about how we show up in the world. It's about how we love, how steady we are, how free we are, and how dedicated and in surrender we are. Whether you pray in silence, serve with love, or smile at a stranger, every act of bhakti brings you closer to the divine. Today's Sankalp: I walk the path of love. I choose devotion over distraction. I become dear to the divine. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. God bless you. Be in the bliss of bhakti. Thank you.